paper crafting friends, it's Jackie Ballheis from Confident Stampers. Today we're going to do another quick and easy fun fold. I guess I've kind of been on a roll with fun folds lately because I don't know, I kind of stayed away from them for a while and I love making them, especially when they're quick and easy. This one I'm calling a flip flap card, and it really works great with any stamps, paper, and ink. So give it a try with the products you have. I promise it's easy. Just watch my video. I'll give you all the measurements and scoring, and then make sure to also check out the corresponding blog post. A link will be down in the video description, and I'll have a diagram over there that will show you exactly how to cut and score to make this card easy. So let's flip the camera down and let's get creating. For today's card, we are going to use the Cheers and Sip stamp set. I've had so much fun with this, the stamp set, the coordinating dies, and the designer series paper. Actually, this is my favorite part of it. There are some great kind of neutral, smaller prints that you can use for a lot of different things, but I love all the little cocktail glasses that are on the designer series paper that you can just fussy cut with the scissors. Now you can also stamp them and put all the garnishes in, or do these. You can do either one, but today's card we're going to use these. Okay, so let's set that aside and that aside, and we're going to start by making the base for this fun fold. Now this is a regular card size, 11 by 4 1/4. Let's make sure you're in the camera here. And we're going to start, actually, do I need, I don't know if I need that out or not. I don't think so. We're going to go ahead and start by scoring at 5 1/2, which is normal if you were just making a card. And then on one side here, we are going to score it at 2 1/4. Okay, so 2 1/4, 5 1/2. Now I am going to go ahead and flip it. I don't know if you can see, there's our score line right here. And I am going to have to come in 5/8 of an inch and cut down to that score line. So I'm going to use the right side here. So we're going to go out to 5/8, line up on the 5/8 right there. And then I'm going to take the cutting blade and I'm going to come down just to the score line. Now with this trimmer, it's really nice because you can see little lines on the side and you can line that right up with that score line. So you can see I've cut up to the score line. Now I'm going to flip it this way and I'm going to do the exact same thing. I'm going to go to 5/8 once again and cut down to that same score line. Just like so. We've done that. And then you can either use your trimmer here or you could even use a paper snips. But I'm going to cut now from the end out to where I just cut so that this piece will come out of there. You can kind of go down a little bit and see how easy it pulls out. And we'll do the same thing here. We'll cut on that score line right down to that little line we made 5/8 in until it pulls out on us. There it is. Okay, there is our card base for our fun fold. So let's set that aside. And then I'm going to grab the bone folder here. Especially with fun folds, I always like to make sure that I have really nice crisp edges. So let's get that crisp. And then this one, we're going to bend back like so. Okay, so that's what we got for the base of our card. Now let's grab some pieces. I have these all ready here for us. Let's see. Okay, and I have cut, this is my focal layer, we're going to call this. And I have a piece of designer series paper. Again, since I pre-cut all these, I'm not sure right offhand the measurements, but they're all over on that blog post. So just follow the video link. So there is our focal piece, okay? And then these pieces, again, this is all cut out of that same pack of designer series paper. We're gonna put one on the front, right there, like so. Isn't that pretty? It's just kind of all the garnishes. And then another one, and these are the same size because this one's going to go on the back piece here. Okay, so that's that much of it. Okay, so we've got that going. And then I have a piece of basic white here, and we're just gonna stamp a little bit on this. Let's see, why don't we just put some of these lemons kind of down the edge, like so. And let's see, that was lemon lolly. And then we'll take the let's celebrate and let's just kind of put that. So this will be our inside, just something a little fun. Oops, uh-oh. You know what? That's why we always have two sides of the paper, right? You know, so here's a little tip, because I goof all the time. When you are stamping on layers that are going to, adhere down, stamp them before you adhere them down. Because if I would have stuck this in here and then I would have goofed, well, I would have been kind of stuck with it, right? So by going and stamping first, then I can make sure, oh, much better, my stamping's good. And then we're just gonna hide the boo-boo. So that will go on the inside of our card, just like so, okay? And we got this focal piece here. And what this piece is going to do is glue onto our little flap. And you'll see if we lay this down flat, okay, have it all closed, this will line up with the edge there and the edge there. So it's gonna go on just like so. Now we wanna make sure that the adhesive is only on the flap. So I'm gonna put it on the flap instead of, you know, on the back of this piece. And then that will line up right like that on our little flap. Okay, it looks a little crooked. We can make it a little straighter there. There we go. Okay, so here is our card. And this is why it's called a flip flap card. So we're gonna just build our focal layer on here, and you'll be able to see that focal layer when it's opened or when it's closed. So for that, what I did is I just used my scissors. Actually, one night I sat and I cut out a whole bunch of these images from that designer series paper. And a couple of them, I don't know if it's the ones with the garnishes. The ones without the garnishes will actually cut out with the dies. The ones with all the garnishes wouldn't. So to me, it was super easy to fussy cut them. So I just sat when I was watching TV one night and did a whole bunch of them. So let's go ahead and we're gonna put our cup there. Okay, hopefully, yeah, I had to be careful. I didn't want my dimensionals coming off the edge of that. I didn't think about that when I stuck them on there. And then we're gonna take one of these and let's just, we could put, oh, we wanna see that little cherry there. So let's just, no, let's tuck that one under. Yeah, it's stuck to my finger. There we go. And then we'll do one more here. And they're just fun cocktails, right? Great for summertime. We'll stick another one like so. And then I did stamp previously on scrap paper one of these same little lemons along with It's Your Day. And I'm going to stick that, I think, where should we put it? Right there. I'll just kind of stick one of these in the middle and stick it down in there. So there is our card. So that's why I said it's called a flip flap card. So build your focal layer however you want, build your card base, and it's that easy to make a fun fold. Now remember, I will have all the cutting measurements for this plus a diagram over on that blog post, and I'll also have information about this fun fold book. If you like making quick and easy fun folds, make sure to check out the book that I put together. There's 54 different fun folds in here, and it gives you all the measurements and the templates. They're all designed to work with any stamps, paper, and ink. So if you're a fun fold freak like I am, there you go. Otherwise, make sure you check out all the details for this card and make yourself some flip flap cards. Thanks for watching, friends. We'll be stamping again real soon. Bye-bye.